Gaway, Ipchilasi. Hello, welcome. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by treaties of peace and friendship. Walayan. Thank you.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all of us command. Quand ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, les plus brillants exploits et ta valeur deux fois trompée protégera nos foyers, c'est nos droits. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who has brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast thy might, let us into the light. Keep us forever in the path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand. True to our God, true to our native land. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand. True to our God, true to our native land.
Whereas February is recognized internationally as African Heritage Month, a time to recognize and salute the many contributions and ongoing achievements of people of African descent all over the world, and here in the town of Amherst, in the province of Nova Scotia. We celebrate, honor, and pay tribute to a time of greater understanding. Whereas we are in the 9th year of the International Decade for People of African Descent. Whereas this year's theme, Through Our Eyes, the Voices of African Nova Scotians, promotes all the ways and all the voices of African Nova Scotians who blazed the trail for change despite anti-Black racism. Therefore, be it resolved that I, David Cogan, Mayor of the Town of Amherst, do hereby proclaim the month of February to be African Heritage Month. I encourage residents, businesses, and community groups to participate in the activities and celebrations, and to take the opportunity to reflect on the story of Nova Scotia's vibrant African Nova Scotia community.
Good morning. My name is Teresa Hofgany, and I'm going to be bringing the libation ceremony to you this morning. Normally, we would be in a group together, at which time when I read some things, I would have you say Ashe, which means so it is or let it be. But that's not happening, so I'm going to begin. And the theme for this year's African Heritage Month is Through Our Eyes, the voices of African Nova Scotians. So together we gather to honor and to celebrate the many contributions of African Nova Scotians, past and present, marking a time of reflection, awareness, and most importantly, education. My reflection on this day is on Cumberland County. So we must recognize the contributions of those who came before us and who laid the foundation. We must honor their legacy and continue the work that they began, regardless of the contribution, how large or how small. So an African proverb tells us that people who lack knowledge of their past are like trees without roots. So in the spirit of remembrance, we will pour this libation to honor the past, so we will learn from it, and to honor our heritage and recall those who gave us life, to honor our elders whose wisdom we seek, to honor our ancestors, our mothers, our grandmothers, great-grandmothers, and our fathers, grandfathers, our great-grandfathers, uncles, aunts, and cousins, the foundation of our families, immortalized in our thoughts. Our friends whom we are blessed to have in our lives, and our parents who have guided us along in adulthood. So we cast libation to the north and to the south, to the east and to the west. Ashe. So it is important to celebrate African Heritage Month all year, rather than confining the celebration to a single month. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent on issues of equity, equality, inclusion, social justice, and in doing so, we will see that we are more alike than different. So let us make it a point to learn about the history of those in Cumberland County who have left a legacy for us to share with our children and our grandchildren. So we continue to stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. So I leave you today with peace and love. Ashe. So it is, let it be. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hal Davidson, Counselor with the Town of Amherst, Chairperson of the Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity Committee. I'm very, very proud to be here today in the unveiling of this poster and for African Heritage Month, and really like to encourage all the students in the Amherst schools to participate in the essay contest, which our recreation staff put together. Thank you very much.
And I'm David Kovic, Mayor of the Town of Amherst. And on behalf of myself and all the councilors on the council, we are extremely pleased to celebrate once again this year African Heritage Month. Our community prides itself on being diverse and inclusive, And it's very important to recognize the accomplishments and the achievements that we've had from our African Nova Scotian community members over the years. So we're very pleased to unveil the poster.
Hello. It's my honor to virtually join you as we celebrate African Heritage Month 2022. My name is Dwayne Provo, and I'm the Associate Deputy Minister for African Nova Scotian Affairs. African Heritage Month is a time to celebrate the contributions, culture, history, and resilience of people of African descent in the province of Nova Scotia. This year's theme, which is Through Our Eyes, the Voices of African Nova Scotians, recognizes the legacies of people of African descent through first voice, lived realities, as well as experiences. This theme is very timely, yet very powerful. Sharing our own personal stories is very important. However, it's also a reminder to listen to the stories of our ancestors who came before us to this land. And we must make sure that our collective history does not get lost. As the Associate Deputy Minister of African Nova Scotian Affairs, one of my priorities is to make sure that African Nova Scotian communities and community members are well informed about ANZA's role, what we're working on, and how we can serve the community's needs even better. We're very pleased to share earlier this month that ANZA will be expanding, adding regional offices to expand our presence across this province. And I and my staff will work very closely with the Minister to provide the needed advice and connections when making decisions about more than 50 African Nova Scotian communities. On that note, it's now my pleasure to introduce the Honourable Pat Dunn, the Minister of African Nova Scotian Affairs. Thank you, and please enjoy the month.
African Heritage Month is an opportunity to recognize the contributions of people of African descent in Nova Scotia. And we must continue to honor and recognize these contributions all year round. This year's theme, Through Our Eyes, the Voices of African Nova Scotians, is a call to listen, learn, and understand firsthand experiences of people of African descent. Deeper awareness is fundamental in creating positive change. I am extremely proud to be appointed as the Minister for African Nova Scotia Affairs. My priorities include working with the more than 50 African Nova Scotia communities and sharing this important work with my government and political colleagues to advance the needs of African Nova Scotians. Our government is committed to supporting African Nova Scotia communities and helping people succeed. This includes expanding the ANZA regional offices, continuing the work of the government's Count Us In action plan in response to the International Decade for People of African Descent, continuing the African Nova Scotia Affairs Passages and Prosperity quarterly newsletter, and supporting the training of African Nova Scotians within governmental departments. I must say that none of the work would be possible without the leadership and commitment of African Nova Scotian communities. I want to thank you. I hope everyone takes part in African Heritage Month events during February, whether it be in person or virtually. And please use this time to reflect on African Nova Scotian history and the role you play in creating positive change. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for yet another African Heritage Month launch. Our theme and provincial poster, Through Our Eyes, the Voices of African Nova Scotians, today is a reflection of my thoughts. As African Nova Scotians, we have watched and listened most of our lives, listening to voices not our own. If only history could repeat itself, then history should be retold. The truth about our motherland, the truth about our languages, the truth about our birthright, the truth about our achievements, the truth about our ancestors. Instead, we've heard about slavery. We've heard we couldn't be educated. We've heard that we're not good enough to be here. Silenced and gagged. Today and years later, we gradually rise to the ranks together and united to say, let us be heard. If you want to become an anti-racist community, know ahead of you is a very difficult road. It takes long-term planning that will require careful listening to the voices of African Nova Scotians. Our voice is so important, and more so in today's world. So let us continue to listen and learn from the voices of African Nova Scotians. Thank you.